So, Mr. Man, Coach Evins, man, what's going on, brother? How you been?
Man, I'm good, man. Just, just moving forward and, loving the sport of boxing. Stuff is just kind of haywire right now, but it is what it is. And, I had the misunderstanding, and now it's time to move forward, man. All I've been doing good things for that kid. I never really, everything I've done was at 100%,
When
and
you say
now it's, go ahead.
no, sir, when you say that kid, let everybody know who you're referring to.
Regis Prograis. Regis Prograis, who I trained for close to 15 years. Things are different now. I think things have kind of changed going into the last fight, where he didn't really want to do any of the tough conditioning that we had done in the past. But what we had done was, I made sure it was top level so that he can make it through the fight. And he did. I mean, every fight that he's lost, he's made it through the fight. So that says a lot about his conditioning and the stuff that I've done with him. But now, it is what it is, man. When with the fighter this long, you expect loyalty, you expect respect. And those things kind of went out the window. And I'm not one to stay around and be disrespected or someone who feels like they're not appreciated. And that's what's going on right now. So I stepped away. And then, of course, pays involved. I want to get this out, but now I'm not saying that he didn't pay me, but he didn't pay me what he promised to pay me, what I'm worth. If you tell me you're going to give me $20 and you give me $5, then you paid me, but you didn't pay me in so many ways. You know what I mean?
No, I understand exactly what you're saying. I mean, you didn't get paid. If you shortchanged me, so you didn't pay me what you were supposed to pay me. You still didn't get paid because you got paid
exactly.
Some of it, but you didn't get paid what you the rest of your money, so you didn't get paid.
Exactly. So you just don't expect that stuff to happen, man. You just don't have to be in, with a fight that long. Just don't expect it to happen.
But Coach Evins, you and Regis have been down for, like you said, 15 years now.
At least.
So,
at least.
Like, I don't. It seems. Is it fair to say that things kind of went south after the Devin Haney fight?
Yes, I could say that. I could say that because even in that fight, man, if you saw everything that went on, I was representing him, and was I expecting all that? No, but I was expecting to get up there and represent my fighter, and that's what I did. And social media took off, and I guess people think I'm getting too famous, whatever you want to call famous. How you gonna get famous to represent the fucking fighter, I mean, crazy, bro.
You want to be all in the videos like Diddy? You want to be singing and dancing?
Yeah, that's what they say. But,
so did Regis have a problem with that?
It looks like he had a problem with it because after that, he was like, I gave a game plan away. I'm like, what's the game plan? The game plan was to knock Devin Haney out, and that didn't happen. So I can talk all I want, but you got to get there and do the job.
You gave the game plan away.
Yeah, man. How am I get the game plan away? What in the world, bro? Crazy, huh? Yeah. I didn't give anything away. Crazy, man.
So,
no, sir.
How you gave the game plan away?
I don't know, Coach. I'm baffled by it myself. My goal was to make sure he was in shape. Devin Haney put him down maybe once or twice, and he still finished the fight.
Yeah.
So I do my job every time, and I was again representing him, and it is what it is. I mean, who's gonna? No one really gonna outbox Devin Haney anyway. You got to go in there and you got to fight him like I thought he would.
Yeah.
But he went in there and tried to box Haney, and it didn't happen.
Yeah, so, it's going to be very difficult to win a boxing match against Devin Haney because he's a really good boxer. Damn, man. So Regis felt that you was trying to be a star Because I think you mentioned that to me before.
Yeah, that's the rumor going around that I thought I think I want to be a superstar in the sport of boxing, or I want to be famous. How am I gonna every time I open my mouth, coach, I'm talking about him.
Yeah.
Will I talk about myself? I'm the one that's doing the conditioning.
Yeah.
You know, if you can say that you've not finished the fight strong, then yeah, you got something to say about me, but you don't. Regis Prograis can't say nothing bad about Evins Tolbert because I've done my job every single fight. And am I passionate about what I do? Yes, I'm very passionate. You know, so people take passion and sometimes it takes kindness for weakness. And just because I'm passionate don't mean you're gonna be able to step all over me.
Yeah.
That ain't gonna happen. You're gonna respect me. And loyalty, you know, it's up to you to have loyalty. But where I'm from, men got loyalty and they don't play them games.
Well, 15 years though. Y'all been around. Y'all been together. You know, as in the business together for 15 years. I mean, eventually, you know, times change and people move on. How do you look at that as disloyalty from Regis? Y'all been working together for 15 years.
Yeah, I don't. The move on wasn't. Okay, I get that, but this wasn't like it wasn't a transition out. Like he was tired. He came into camp not wanting to do anything. So either somebody's in his ear, you know, telling him that he don't need conditioning. I don't know any fighter that doesn't need conditioning. So if you don't get it from me, you're gonna get it from somebody else. And yes, you're gonna pay. So I don't know, man. This ain't the way I want to go out with the kid. I've been, you know, with the Regis I've been training all this time. Who wants to go out on a bad note? I don't want to do that. So then it's a bad note.
So what happened in the last fight against Jack Catterall?
Well, the Jack Catterall fight, you know, Jack Catterall and Regis has a manager, Peterson, who also manages Sandy Ryan. And the manager tried to call me on the phone and try to give me orders. And I told him, I said, you don't get me orders. You work for Regis Prograis. And at that same time, you know, I was working with Michaela Mayer, and he was managing Sandy Ryan. So Sandy Ryan got beat by Michaela Mayer. But right before they went out to the boxing ring, Peterson walked up to me in the lobby and tried to start a confrontation with me. I took the high road. The very next weekend, the next 2 weeks later, we in Manchester working with Regis. So there was no good blood there at all. But I was professional. I didn't do nothing. I didn't say nothing to him. He didn't say nothing to me. We got the job done. And
that's Regis' manager, right?
Yeah.
Is that his new manager? That's the new manager?
That's the new manager. I sent you the footage on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been in my lane the whole time, and he got the world thinking that I was involved with paint being thrown on Sandy Ryan, and I had nothing to do with that. You know, so in Manchester,
because you were training you the SC coach for Michaela Mayer now, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
And she beat Sandy fair and square. Had nothing to do with me. And I had nothing to do with paint being thrown on her. You know, but her manager tried to start a fight with me. Come on, man. Right, but hour before the fight, you walk up in my face, and I got proof of that he walked up to me and demanded I shake his hand. I was like, I don't owe you a handshake. You know, you just told him to get out of my face. And he refused. So I stood up, and then he moves away. And then about 10 minutes later, somebody threw paint on Sandy Ryan while I was sitting at the bar with my son-in-law. So I'm labeled as the bad guy.
So it seems like that you're being the scapegoat.
Yeah.
At what point in time, for me, I think it was definitely the Devin Haney fight. You and Bill Haney, y'all did a wonderful job selling that fight. Y'all talked a lot of trash. It was funny. Again, if it wasn't for you guys talking as much junk as you talk, you wouldn't have sold what you sold pay-per-view or at the arena, in my opinion. I think you guys did a really good job. I mean, it was funny. It was very entertaining.
Yeah,
and you know, I mean, that's what boxing needs. But Yeah.
And the same thing happened in Manchester. I was on stage with Sam Jones at a pre-press conference. We had the same type of energy, and it was a different type of atmosphere. It wasn't like me and Bill, but we had an opportunity to sell the fight. And then going back to Manchester for the original fight, I wasn't on the stage, but I also had the last words to say at the press conference. So there you go.
Man, so
And I love that. Go ahead.
no, but it's like, damn. So Regis, well, how did the split come about? Like after the fight with Jack Catterall, did he say, "Look, you fired," or "I ain't fucking with you no
No, he
more"?
didn't say it. No, it was. I walked away because I could feel that after not being paid my full pay, I walked away. I was like, you're not on top of being disrespected. You're not going to pay my full. You're not going to pay my full money, and then you have an attitude with me. What are you mad at me about? What the hell are you mad at me for? I've done nothing to Regis Prograis or be the best at what I do, and his record and his finishing of fights speaks for itself. So, and then another room is like nobody really liked me in the camp. I'm like, who didn't like me? I had no competition with no one, but all of a sudden nobody don't like me because I'm getting big in boxing. What the fuck?
You get big in boxing?
Man, what the bro? It's crazy. People hating, man. That's what I said. Get big in boxing. I want to be a superstar. What? Crazy.
Look here, man. Look here, we're over here at Nick Sack Promotions. You could be a superstar over here. I told you, this is an open platform. Anytime you want to come on this show, you can come on here, man. You already know that, man.
You let me know.
You can be.
Listen, I'm down.
You want to be in the video? Be in the video.
Yeah, that's what they say, right? All in the videos and shit. Nah.
Hey, so I'm gonna tell you what it is. Say, hey, Coach E, your star power is going up, but Regis' star power is going down. So what it is it was after that Devin Haney fight. Devin Haney beat him. I ain't never seen nobody beat Regis Prograis like that. Like he made it look easy.
Right.
It's
because Regis didn't do what he's supposed to do. I told Regis to go out there, but I'm not the boxing coach.
Yeah.
So that ain't my strategy. I thought it was going to be a fight like Madonna and Mayweather, but boxing match. I wouldn't have boxed Devin Haney.
Yeah, you can't box him. Yeah, you can't box him. No,
Can't too many people do it.
No.
The kid's a fucking boxer. I would have jumped right on him.
I think what was there a reason? So the Jack Catterall fight, he started that fight off good.
Yeah.
But then he faded down in the second half of the fight. Why is that?
Well,
did they blame you for that?
I thought he was in great condition, but he had on, if you look at the fight, Catterall was waiting. He kept the right hand. He kept that right hand down. And those are the last words I said to him before we got out of the locker room. Keep your right hand up, because that's been an open shot. And that guy that's smart and has a smart corner like Catterall did, he's waiting for that one shot. And that when Regis threw that shot and stumbled, his right hand was down, and the left hand came straight down the middle with Catterall. You cannot fight with your hands down anymore. You just can't do it, because good boxers will pick you apart. Yeah. And I've been saying that for longer, but who am I? I'm just a strength coach.
But the thing is I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Regis Prograis seemed like he's had his peak, and after that, I think he beat Pedraza. Once he became two-time 140-pound champ, WBC champ, but it seemed like he took a dip. It's like he took after that. It's something about that Devin Haney fight. It's like, well, really, it was the fight before that. The fight before that was the one he had back home in Louisiana, in New Orleans.
Too many things going on outside of boxing, though. You have to be focused on your craft. You can't take on things outside of boxing, and being distracted, will cost you some stuff. If you're going to be locked in, you got to be locked in. Locked in for the gorilla fight? No, he wasn't locked in for that fight. Locked in for Haney fight? No, he wasn't locked into that fight. Too much going on outside the ring. And if you get like that and you get into combat sports or a fight like that, you're going to be in trouble because you can't think straight. So you got to get that stuff right, man. You got to train your ass up like you've been training. And even going into the Catterall fight, he didn't do the things that we used to do in training. He came in the camp not wanting to do a whole lot of shit. So I was like, okay, do what you want. But the thing is that we did, I made sure that was a high level, and he finished the fight. So, but we didn't train like we were supposed to train. Like I was training.
Yeah. So you just walked away. So in essence,
yes.
Regis Prograis can say, "Well, look, man, you quit on him. You just walked away from him after 15 years."
He can say what he wants, but the bottom line is that when you disrespect me and you lose loyalty, I'm gone, bro.
But how did he disrespect you? How did he disrespect you though?
But by letting first of all, if he wanted to tell me something, he could have told me himself. He had his manager call me and tell me what I can't do and what I shouldn't do. I've been with this kid. You could have came to me and talked to me. And then on top of that, not paying me what I was supposed to be paid. That's it. That's no respect and no loyalty. So you let a guy come in that you just met to run. It's funny because he told me this guy was going to come in and clean up. I'm like, clean up what? What you mean clean up? Like I'm the one that's causing all the problems. I'm the one that kept you in the fight. All of them.
But how you the one kept him in the fight? You don't give him instructions in the corner.
Man, he was in great shape to finish the fight. He's in great shape to finish the fight. All of them.
Yeah.
You give me one fight where he was, even with being knocked down, he got up and finished the fight again. Catterall fight and the Haney fight. Even the Josh Taylor fight, he almost knocked Josh Taylor out in the 12th round.
Yeah.
He knocked Zepeda out in the 11th round.
He was in his prime. I think that was prime Regis. Even in the loss to Jack Catterall, even the loss to what's my main man name? Became undisputed. Josh Taylor.
Josh Taylor.
Which that fight could have went either way. That was a hell of a fight. To me, that was prime Regis Prograis right there. That was prime Regis Prograis. Right there. To me. You get what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
You saw flashes of that against Pedraza. You saw flashes of that, but to me that was prime. Regis Prograis doesn't fight on that level anymore, in my opinion. What say you about that?
Yeah. I think if he fought his fight, we start out attacking. When you back off and you don't attack, you don't do your thing. The thing is in any combat sport, individual sports, you got to stop me from doing what I've been doing for my whole career. You got to stop me, and then I can go the other way. But when you don't stop me, no, you don't. You got to stop them. Make them stop you doing what you do, which is attack people. Make them do it. And I don't think that's happened. So can he box? He could box some, but he's an attacker. That's all he's been doing his whole career.
Yeah.
Is attacking people and knocking them out. He got 24 knockouts like that.
Yeah.
He's a fighter.
So do you see him ever becoming champion at 140 again? I mean, anything is possible, but
the kid told me before he wanted to be two-time champion, and he did it. So I mean, I'm not going to be with him. I'm not going to be with him. So whoever else is with him, they can answer that question. I'm not going to be with him.
Do you? You say that you didn't get paid your just due. Are you just going to let it go, or will a lawsuit be the?
Man, I want my money, and I want to keep moving. I'm gonna keep moving. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna bash the kid, but it is what it is. He know what it is. I told him what it is. He know. You want to have an attitude with me? Really? Come on, bro. I don't get it. All I've done is good work for Regis Prograis, man. Can nobody say I did anything different? People in his ear talking to him about me. Can nobody say nothing bad about Evins Tolbert? What's they gonna say bad about me?
Yeah, I ain't never heard nothing bad about you
I
myself.
mean, it's crazy. But boxing is one of those things. Everybody think they know everything, and everybody want to be in your ear. And when you listen to everybody else but the main hand, then shit happens.
So
So
so how do you plan on getting your money? You gotta go talk to Regis. You guys got to put your differences aside and talk to him.
I guess that'll come in time. But at this moment, I'm just concentrating on me and my health, and we got vacation coming up and doing my thing, man. Moving forward. This 2025 season will be a different ball game.
Yeah.
And who knows? I may be in somebody else's corner. You never know. Boxing is like that.
You with Michaela you with Michaela Mayer now. So how did you and her come about working together?
I trained her best friend Jenny. I've been knowing Michaela since 2016, and this year we finally hooked up. And people want to talk about the crazy stuff that's going on, but I won 2 world titles this year with Jenny and Michaela. So I'm going 2025 as one of the top conditioning coaches with 2 world titles on his hands. I mean, it is what it is. Those are facts. That ain't no shit talking. Those are facts. Every time I say something, they think I'm talking shit, and it's facts.
Man, you know what you need to do? I know you wanted to work with Devin Haney. You should. Why don't you reach out to Bill Haney, man, and see can you work over there with Devin Haney?
Man, that'd be awesome. That'd be awesome. I will send Bill something. I surely will.
Yeah, man, reach out to Bill, man. Bill, just reach out to him and see what he say. It is what it is. You're pretty good. You're a pretty good SC coach. So, again, I ain't heard that bad about you. I heard you do a really, really good job myself. So
I appreciate that.
I know you're going through issues with Regis. Hopefully y'all can work that out. Hopefully you ain't got to take him to court. But I know you said you guys didn't have a contract. You did everything on a handshake. How does that go? How does that go? How does that work?
I mean, well, that's what we did years ago when I went to train him. I met his manager, Jay John. Jay said the kid wasn't making no money, had potential, and I said, "Oh, I'm down for the ride." So I rode, and you would think that going through the trenches and all the ups and downs of becoming a champion and boxing with all the stuff that goes on with it, that you would have some loyalty because you've been through the so-called the mud and the grind and the grit and the building of a champion. So you rich. Why can't everybody else eat? You know what I mean? Come on, bro.
You know what? I know he rich. You want everybody else to eat. But see, what we got to do, Coach E. We got to keep you hungry, brother, because now with your newfound fame, you did the fight with Devin Haney. You and Bill, y'all went back and forth. That kind of raised your profile a little bit. Now it seems like they're trying to dim your light. You were supposed to. Maybe he didn't want you to capitalize on that newfound fame. That you had with you and Bill Haney. That was funny. That was very entertaining.
Man, I love that. Bill, thanks to Bill Haney, man, for getting up there and doing that stuff. But without Bill and that thing, my name would be nowhere in boxing. So always a shout out and big ups to the Haney family, man, for real.
Yeah.
And my boy Marlon Johnson, who was managing Regis at the time, who put me up there as well. So shout out to Marlon and 3MG Boxing for having the confidence that I can get up there and represent my fighter at the highest level, verbally and physically. That's what I did, bro.
Man, bro, like I ain't gonna lie, man. You know what made me reach out to you? I saw the post you posted. I saw the post you put on Twitter, on X, and I was like, what? I didn't want to believe it. You get what I'm saying? Because you and Regis been together, like you say, 15 years. And then I'm like, but you clarified. He didn't pay you all of your money. He paid you part of your money.
Yeah.
Damn, and so the new manager, what role do you think the new man? Okay, forget that. When did you personally notice a change in Regis Prograis? Was it before the Haney fight?
It was after going into this fight, going into the Catterall fight. He came into camp and said what he didn't want to do, you know. And I was like, oh, I'm not. That's how you want to approach it. One of the biggest fights of your career, you know, half stepping and not doing what you're supposed to do, not doing all the hard things that we've done now. Granted, he's gotten a little older, so I've modified some things, but we're not getting past no hard work. We're gonna work. And you know, the things that we had done, he didn't want to do them anymore. So I did what I wanted to do, what I could do, and that was it. Going into the camp, his mind wasn't on it. Somebody else was in the ear telling him he didn't need all that stuff that he was doing. Who? I don't know. Because what we had done got him 2 world titles.
2 world titles, yeah.
So when you forget about that, you forget you don't get any other titles.
Yeah. And Regis is about what, 36 now?
I think he's 35.
35, yeah. So yeah, man. You know, to me, it seemed like that Devin Haney fight kind of like mentally broke him. Or you know, again, I don't know Regis personally. I met him, but I think the confidence, like, damn, Devin Haney, it wasn't the fact that he beat me. It was he dominated me. Like, I didn't win a round against this dude. And let me tell you something. If Devin Haney, this is my opinion, I think if Devin Haney would have stepped up the gas on him, I think he could have stopped Regis myself.
Yeah, I've been hearing people saying that.
Yeah, I think it would have stopped.
But you know, it's funny because I see boxing, but I don't really see it like that. You know what I mean? Like I'm in a corner, but I'm not giving no instructions. I can see what's going on.
Yeah.
You know, but those things, you know, that's the boxing coaches, they got to recognize those things, man, and they got a way to adjust. So, man, my job is always done.
Yeah, man, Coach Evins, man. So, bro, I hate to hear that, fam. Man, you ain't got the money. So, what do you? Not trying to get too personal, but in boxing, how do you generate money now? You have Michaela, so you have 2 fighters that you're training right now.
Yeah, I got Michaela and Jenny, but I also do training myself. I'm a trainer. I do personal training. I still have stuff that I do for myself to make a living. Yeah. For sure. And I got a degree too, so I ain't short of no opportunities. But boxing has been a big part of my life, and you know, I'm not going to let it go. I've made some connections in the game, and I met some fighters along the way. So we'll see. I think the future looks bright for me in boxing. You know, if people clear this pathway out and stop all this negative crap, trying to make me look like a villain.
Okay, you and Regis had a handshake on the contract, handshake agreement. If you, what I'm trying to say is, how are you going to get the rest of your money that he owe you? Like, you have nothing documented that you and him had an agreement to get paid a certain amount of money. You have nothing documented.
I don't have nothing documented, no, but I think you can still enter if it was to go legally. You know, you can still enter some type of deal.
Yeah. Man, well, listen, we'll see. I hope, man, I hope it don't come to that. Like I said, you and Regis been together for a long time. I mean, from a business standpoint, I know he has a new manager. Maybe the new manager is the one that's in his ear, telling him to do A, B, C, and D. Now, what I'm anxious to see is this here. Where does Regis go from here? Because if he's not successful anymore, or he can't win any more fights, and it's obvious that he's regressing, then it's obvious it's not you.
Right. Well, we're going to see.
Well, listen, Coach E, let everybody know how to get in contact with you, man. Any fighters out there who want to reach out to you, need a good strength and conditioning coach, and they got the bread to pay you, let them know how to get in contact with you, because you ain't working for free.
It's at Fitness by Tolbert on Instagram, and the same on and on Facebook it's Fitness by Tolbert as well, and on Twitter is E Tolbert. So yeah, man, I'm open to training other athletes, man.
All right, man. Let's look. Hey, look, check this out. We're trying to put this fight together with between Timothy Bradley and Brian Norman Sr. Now I had somebody reach out to me. Listen, check this out. I'm dead ass serious. I can't say the person's name right now because we trying to put it together. But I had somebody reach out to me saying they was very interested in making that fight happen. Boxing dads, coaches, it's popping right now. I'm telling you, there's an opportunity for boxing dads and coaches like yourself can really get this thing cracking on social media, y'all can make out some money. I'm telling you some real stuff.
Okay.
I'm yelling this to the top of the ceiling. Ain't nobody listening to me. I can see it. I'm a visionary. But I had somebody reach out to me. They said that they willing to put the bread up. I'm waiting on Timothy Bradley to come back from Spain. When he come back, because I know doggone Brian Norman Sr. gonna be down. But we got to get this cracking, man. So we may need a strength and conditioning coach. It might be a bad deal for you.
I got you.
Hey, I got to see what Tim say. I don't want Tim talking about he want $2-3 million. If he do that, he pricing himself out.
Yeah, Tim, my mother. I like Tim Bradley, man. I like him. You know that hard work.
Hey, man, listen, man, Coach E, man, thank you so much, brother, man. Coach Evins Tolbert, man. Y'all reach out to him on Twitter, on X. Y'all can catch him there, man. And anybody looking to get trained, he's one of the best strength and conditioning coaches in the business. Please reach out to him. He can help take your game to the next level, especially if you're getting your ass whooped. You getting your ass whooped and you ain't got no stamina, you definitely need his help. But Coach
Absolutely.
E, thank you for coming on the show, brother.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go. Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go.